One of the beauties of starting in this industry 20 years ago when I was only 15 is that you get to understand trends. And one of the trends that I've learned very strongly is whenever we've got more than 3% growth in anything, it actually translates to being a boom. So at 7%, that is why it has appeared like food is just everywhere, on every street corner, under every building, in every public building, in every hospital. While the millennials took to texting big time, right? The I generation, they want it shorter than that. So they don't talk in words anymore, they talk in emojis. In fact, the current stats on restaurants, only 40% of them actually have visible digital presence, right? Yet 80% of millennials, it'll be 100% of our generation, do their research for where to eat out online. But just be warned, the I generation, you've seen those evolutions. It's every 15 years it changes. So we have to start thinking about what it's going to look like next. And so I'm going to share with you a couple of far out ideas on how that might look in the future. So this is a potential food court of the future. So as I arrive into the food court, I walk down the stairs, an RFID type of machine is going to pick up that my mobile has entered the food court. Closer to home and more penetratable, I think, for us is, we've been talking about, a few of you have tried to get Italy to come out here. No traction on that yet. But we have been calling for a while at Brain & Poulter to say that we could in fact have an Asian version of Italy, more relevant to our culture, our multiculturalism. And so we have got the first one, not in Australia. Well, it's not a BNP, they must have been following our newsletters, I think, these guys. And so it's a Japanese one in London, because the Japanese are a stronger presence in the food DNA. I caution strongly with study tours, always keep some relevance to the ideas that you see, because food and people are intimately connected. But this is a great mixed use example. So this is a resi and a small component of commercial development, and we instead decommissioned the whole idea of a food court and just created a stream of inline tenancies across the rear with their own internal seating. So they're all about 120, 130 square metres of space, and then sprinkled 3 or 4 kiosks out into, this was the centre court of the asset. So we got rid of the idea of the centre court and just made it the heart of the asset instead.